Welcome to another episode of Golden Nuggets, Tea and Tales, powered by Husby, served by Tahier. Now, Tahier, in this industry, we learn our lessons from experiences that we go through, but also the people that we come across, whether they're clients or whether they're agents or co-agents or colleagues or our bosses. I want to know from you, who has taught you the biggest lesson in your career?
See, being in real estate in general, you learn a lot on a daily basis from clients, from agents, from bosses, whoever. You learn a lot. But the biggest lesson I've learned from my current CEOs.
You have multiple CEOs.
Yeah,
okay.
3 of them. Bless them, they're amazing. They said something that I never heard it for the past 9 years.
Interesting.
Being humble.
Okay.
No matter how much money you're making, to remain humble, you will attract success to you. You will attract more money. Remain humble. They are very humble. They don't have this politics. I'm the CEO. My office is closed. No, they are there 24/7. If you need them, if you're busy, they can go to the developer to book your unit. Every quarter, they do this appreciation parties for the previous quarter. They are there in middle of everyone.
They're accessible.
Very much. You text them, you call them at any time, they will answer. They will respond. They will give more than 100% support. And I was chatting with one of them, and he said, the key to success is just to remain humble, because all of us as the CEOs, we came from nothing. Money comes and goes, but being loved and being humble and being down to earth will remain forever. That's why it's happening. It kept remind me how many agents they make like 250,000 Rolex and bought a car and they're like Kim K walking in Dubai. No, you remain humble no matter how much million you're making. You just remain calm and down to earth. That was the biggest lesson. And I just remind myself every morning.
To stay humble.
To stay humble, down to earth,
like
friendly with everybody.
What does that stop you from doing? Like, were you on the verge of buying a Rolls Royce or something, and then you were like, oh, no, I'm going to stay humble? How has this affected you and your
No, it's just like
because
you see, when I ask him for a favor, for example, it's like I'm his boss. But in a matter of fact, it's the other way around. He is my boss. He should be asking me to do things. But no, it was the other way around. It's not like that I was on a stage of buying a Rolls Royce. But it's just like how the communication, it doesn't need a medium where I can have a manager and a director, and it goes on the stereotype of Dubai of like your agent, you have a manager, you have or a team leader, or you have a director and then head of sales, a vice president. It goes, no, you're directly to the CEO. Or whatever, but just this humbleness.
Yeah, and this is a conversation that I've had before, where actually sometimes even the agents might be earning more money than their manager,
Exactly.
may even be making more money than their CEO.
Exactly.
In a year, not necessarily long term, but I do find, and when I compare the UK to the UAE, I do find that to some degree, the managers and the CEOs are working for the agents. Like the agents as
They
such,
are.
Especially the top agents. Any company that you go to, the top agents are kind of orchestrating what happens in the company.
That's why for the top performing agents in the current company I'm working for, they have something is called the Millionaire Club, where everybody achieved 1 million plus. They have their own special treatment from parking, from special roadshows, special marketing campaign, but they are still seated with everybody else.
Yeah.
But
doesn't that contradict the whole stay humble? Because in one breath you're saying stay humble.
But it's remind them, even though you are treated differently, you are on the same level as everybody, and you will remain humble. Because your target is not only to make 1 million and that's it. Your target is, your sky is the limit. That's why it's consistent. And some people, they have arrogance in their nature. The minute they make 10,000 dirhams, they're like, khalas.
Snobby.
Yeah, snobby. Yeah. No, but these CEOs are reminding people of, stay humble.
Yeah. So humble isn't just about material things. It's not just about like looking simple or not showing off or getting fancy things. It's also about your attitude.
About your
It's
attitude.
about not elevating yourself like, I don't want to speak to this person or I'm above that person.
Yeah, and there is certain CEOs, like I have a friend of mine working this company without mentioning name. He doesn't have access to the CEO, even though if it's a small company. And I was like, we are more than 100 agents, but we have direct access to the CEOs and we can call them whenever. We're not going to call them for chit chat or to kiki with each other. No, if you need something, because they are at the same time, they are very well connected with the developers.
Yes.
If you need something,
They
will
can pick up the phone, make one phone call.
Yes, and they will make sure it happens for you. If you are busy, if you are in a meeting and you need them to go to do something on behalf of you, they will do it, and it's always a success. They will praise you for the hard work instead of taking the credit, because they did almost like the labor work.
Yeah.
They went there physically, not with the phone. They
But it's not
deserve
just
credit.
that. It's usually also because they've already built up their reputation or relationship with that client or the developer or whoever it may be, that a phone call from them is going to be.
And I noticed that they're very humble. So they started during the pandemic, okay? And the people who started with them, they are still in the same organization, and the team is going bigger and bigger and bigger. And when I joined the team and I asked, who's the newest agent here? How far like the newest agent? And they were like, I think it's like 14 or 15 months. So they don't have the turnover like the other agencies, 3 months to 6 months. The newest one was like
14
months old, and they make you feel like comfortable. You don't need anything. All the connections are there. All the technology, which is very important, is there. In working in a brokerage, you need marketing and you need in-house marketing. And that's there on access directly to them. You come with the ideas, anything, they're like, okay, do it. If you think this will help you, go ahead. Well done. We praise you for that. And it teach me, no matter how you're a CEO or owner or co-founder, is just to remain humble and accessible. It's something that
is very important.
It's very important, and it teach me a lot. Like it leads to success.
Well, we want to know from you, what do you expect from your CEO? Drop it in the comments. Thank you.